And we are live. You guys ever get a haircut and it just changes your whole day? I don't know, I was just thinking about that and I was thinking, you know what? Got a haircut the other day, made the day so much better, woke up this morning, see the entire crypto market up, and I was like, you know what? Gonna be a good day. Crypto this morning is up 11.4%, way better than we saw yesterday. We're seeing Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, XRP, Dogecoin up significantly. Some coins are up almost 50%, and we are seeing things look really good this morning. On the agenda for today, we're gonna talk about Bitcoin. Has it reached a bottom? Has it not? Are we gonna see it bounce back, or is this just like a trap before we go to new lows? After that, we're gonna talk about a prediction, a pretty bold prediction coming from some billionaires, some top analysts, and this is some great news. Also, in addition to this, we're going to talk about China and Bitcoin miners, how they're already getting out of China. We already see them setting up shop elsewhere in new countries. We're going to talk about Coinbase being approved in new countries, some things going on in South Africa, and at the end, stick around because we're going to talk about a couple of altcoins that are making some major moves. And these are some exciting altcoins that I am invested in. I bought a lot yesterday. If you guys didn't see in our group on Patreon, added some more of Cardano, added more Ethereum, and bought some Bitcoin as well. Mostly Cardano, but I bought a bunch of new coins. Let me know in the comments if you guys bought any coins yourself. But if you're just joining us, please be sure to like the stream, subscribe, helps get these videos out to more people. Let's see if we can get it up to 200 likes. It really helps me out a lot. I really appreciate all of you guys, and also let me know what time it is near you. But anyways, let's get right into it. So right now, the entire crypto market, when we're taking a look at this, the market right now is at up 11.4% over the last 24 hours. We're at about a $1.36 trillion market cap. Bitcoin up a massive 15%. We're at $34,000 for Bitcoin. This is not a price that we were expecting we would see so quickly after a drop below 30,000, but it's definitely a great sign. Ethereum just above 2,000, now at $2,002, up 13.63%. Binance coins up 24%. Cardano 22%, XRP 21%, Dogecoin up 35%, Polkadot up 20%. We are seeing every single coin in the green big time this morning. And a lot of this is a little bit of a surprise. Like we did talk about in our live stream yesterday, how if Bitcoin was able to bounce back and, hold above that 30,000, then we would be in a good situation because we have seen Bitcoin's price drop below 30,000 quite a couple of times over the last 6 months. Or if we look at the last year and we look at the chart, let's look at the 3 months. I want to get a 6-month chart, but we can't. Can we get 6 month? When we look at when we look at the chart right here, you can see that we did drop below 30,000 for Bitcoin back in January, on about January 22nd. Ever since then, we did not drop below, but still, you know what? We're not out of the woods yet. It does look like we're bouncing back pretty quickly. We're now just back in that range of $30,000 to $40,000 per coin. We're holding in between that. But let's get on to the big news. Then we'll talk about the charts a little bit later. But just remember how we reached a bottom. You can't be 100% sure. We are back in that range of $30,000 to $40,000 per coin, back in that consolidation range that we have seen over the last about month and a half now. But we're still not out of the woods yet. Remember, it's just a 24-hour period. We could still continue downwards. I'm bullish on crypto. Think there's still a pretty strong support at about 30,000, but we will definitely see what happens. Either way, the big news this morning is going to be, first of all, let's talk about what is going on with Bitcoin. Everyone wants to know, we saw it hit $29,000 over the last 24 hours. Have we officially rebounded? And let's look at what a couple of top analysts are saying, what some billionaires in the crypto space are saying as well. Right now with Bitcoin, they're saying that we are, looks like we have digested a lot of the negative news from China. The other day, we had all the negative news coming out from China, talking about China banning Bitcoin miners, China banning crypto transactions. And none of this was really new, but this is the first time that they said, look, we're actually going to step in, we're going to get more involved this time and actually enforce all of these restrictions and regulations we've put in place, because this was nothing new coming from China. We had heard this before. It's just finally they started to actually take action. And in my opinion, like we've spoken about, I think this has a lot to do with what was going on with the Chinese digital yuan, because finally they have that rolled out. They finally are actually spending it at locations. People are getting paid their salaries with it. And at this point, they say, look, any competition to the digital yuan is bad. We're going to restrict it. And now we're finally getting serious on regulating Bitcoin crypto and not letting anyone get in the way of the digital yuan. In addition to this, right now we're seeing that Bitcoin's price, when we look at it, it did drop from 40,000 to 29,000 after Elon Musk came out and tweeted about what was going on with Tesla potentially accepting Bitcoin as soon as it gets more energy efficient. We saw the price bounce up to 40,000 as soon as he tweeted that. Since then, we had seen about 7 or 8 days of red candles in the row where we dropped down. If you're looking at this chart right here, you can see that even though we did break below 30,000, which was a pretty strong support that we had, we bounced back fairly quickly. And there is no market open, market close in crypto, but if there were, we would have closed, in that range between 30 and 40,000 for Bitcoin. So just something to keep in mind. There's no way to know if we did reach a bottom 100% sure. It's still a little too early to tell, but big news this week is that we're going to see Bitcoin options worth more than $2 billion set to expire in a couple of days, in 2 days, on June 25th. So this happens every single month. End of the month, all these options expire. Something just to keep an eye out on, because normally we see a lot of volatility at about the third, fourth week of the month when these options expire. So just keep an eye out on these Bitcoin options. Many people are saying that, it looks like we're in the range, but still just a little early to tell. What I think personally is, look, right now what we're seeing is that a lot of institutions yesterday got into Bitcoin. We saw MicroStrategy buy $500 million worth of Bitcoin on a massive red day. We saw some hedge funds come out and say, look, we're going to start adding more money to our crypto portfolios. We're going to start allocating more of our assets to crypto. So that being said, on days that we're seeing massive red days, when we're seeing, the interesting thing is we're seeing retail investors get scared. Retail investors, start to sell their positions out of crypto. But meanwhile, we are seeing institutions say we are adding to our positions. We're bullish on crypto. And even if, we drop to 20,000, even if it drops further, we think it's a great time to add. And for example, MicroStrategy, $500 million. Another, one of the Facebook executives, the person who runs Facebook Financial, head of their crypto, everything they're working on with digital currencies, he said that he thinks it was a great thing that happened with China. He's bullish on Bitcoin. So we're seeing the big money players not changing their opinion at all. They're seeing what happened with China actually as a good thing, because it's getting what's going on with Bitcoin and Bitcoin mining more geographically diverse across the entire world, rather than focused in an area with high regulations such as China. So interesting to see that we are seeing Bitcoin still get a lot of institutional demand, while we're seeing the price had, a massive red day. The entire crypto market was red, but institutions were saying, look, we are all for this. We are very excited about it. If you guys are just new here, you haven't already liked the video, please be sure to like the video. We'll stay on a bit longer today if we can get this up to 300 likes. So let's see if we could do that. Helps me out a lot, helps you guys out a lot, because then we do more videos like this. So I appreciate that. Next story I want to go over is what is going on with a Bitcoin price prediction from a Wall Street strategist, Tom Lee. He's made major Bitcoin predictions in the past, very bullish on it. And he came out yesterday on CNBC. And people don't always like CNBC, but we always check in on the suits. And what he said is, look, Bitcoin can still reach $100,000 by the end of the year, even though we're in a bit of a rough patch right now. We're in a bit of an uneasy phase because we don't know if we have reached a bottom. But he's saying, look, the technical picture, while it doesn't look great, it looks fine. We are still in that range. We bounce back quickly. We're in the range of $30,000 to $40,000. That we have to keep in mind that most of the Bitcoin gains every single year take place in 10 days in a single year, in a 10-day span. So he says the idea that we drop below 30,000 or that we are at 30,000 right now doesn't rule out the fact that we can't reach $100,000 by the end of the year, because it's happened time and time again. We've gone from 10,000 to 65,000. 25,000 fairly quickly. And based on the history, based over the last 5-6 years of Bitcoin and crypto, we see the most gains take place over the span of just a 10-day period. So he says, not out of the woods yet. You can't bet against it. We did bounce back very nicely, and we are in that consolidation range. So the next thing to look out for is going to be, do we have any bad news come out of China again that might cause more fear, that might push the market lower? Or are we going to see some bullish news come out finally? And are we going to have some exciting news that is going to push the market higher? We just need to get out of this range of $30,000 to $40,000 and have a sustained break. If we break above 40,000, well, then it looks like we're going to enter a bull market round 2. When we break below it and sustain below it, well, then it's going to look like we are going to enter a bear market. But still, $100,000 this year, definitely not out of the question for Bitcoin and crypto, even though we have seen the entire market drop pretty significantly. In addition to this, everyone is talking about China. China has been the main talk over the last couple of days. What was going on with China? Bitcoin miners, banning crypto miners, banning cryptocurrency transactions. And now what we're seeing is that Chinese crypto mining firms are already getting away from China, looking elsewhere, setting up shop, and they're not wasting any time. We saw that Chinese crypto mining firm, a major firm named Canaan, set up shop in Kazakhstan amid the crackdown, and they announced just the other day that they have rolled out their own crypto mining business in Kazakhstan using the latest Avalon miner units. This is exciting because they said they're going to integrate more industry resources into their operations. They believe the business segment will enable them to revitalize their mining machine inventory, shield them from Bitcoin volatility, and ensure their inventory sufficiency during market upturns. This is exciting because we have seen a lot of concerns over what's going to go on with Bitcoin miners. Where are they going to go? What's going to happen with China banning Bitcoin miners? Is this going to be bad? But what we've seen for time and time again, Bitcoin mining is not going to go away. Whoever's mining Bitcoin, they're just going to look for more energy efficient areas. If they can't mine in China, they can't mine in Inner Mongolia where energy is cheaper, they are just going to look for areas where it is cheaper. So whether that's the US and looking at Texas where there's wind energy, or Florida where there's nuclear energy, or El Salvador where they could use energy from volcanoes, whatever it is Bitcoin miners are going to find other areas around the world where energy is cheaper and there's not going to be any regulations, where they can do whatever they want. They can mine Bitcoin and not have to worry about the Chinese government. And we are already seeing this happen. They are moving very quickly, not wasting any time. That is exactly what we want to see as being in the crypto space. So if you guys are just joining us, please be sure to like the stream. Helps me out tremendously to keep making more videos like this. We're at 28 likes. Let's see if we can get it up to 100. Helps me out a lot. YouTube does not like to notify people about these videos. Ever since I did a video on Dogecoin and Elon Musk a while back, they don't send out notifications. They did block my entire, they did delete my entire channel, excuse me. They deleted it after that video on Dogecoin and Elon Musk, so it took about a week for me to get it back. Got it back now, but so I'd appreciate it if you guys could just help me out, like the video, so we can, get these videos out to more people. But anyways, right now with Bitcoin mining, really, it is exciting to see that they're not wasting any time. They're getting into more countries, looking elsewhere. And I think it's a great thing for crypto because even though there's all these regulations, all this fear from China, coming out of China with crypto, we're seeing that everyone's taking it in stride. Retail investors are not getting distracted. They're not getting discouraged by what's going on there. Bitcoin's price bounced back. Chinese miners are already looking elsewhere to other countries, and people are not getting discouraged by what is going on because ultimately, when you look at crypto right now, it's a long-term play. Me, it's like I haven't sold anything. Not going to sell anything. Everything I'm holding on to is just long-term, 5-10 years from now. Guarantee it's as long as the projects are still around, which the ones I invest in probably most likely will. I don't invest in too many small altcoins, but if they're going to be around, the crypto market's definitely going to be a lot larger, especially with hedge funds getting more into the space, institutions allocating portions of their balance sheet into crypto. So there's a lot to like right now. Other story which came out yesterday is with Coinbase. So Coinbase came out yesterday, actually announced that they have officially been approved to enter the Japanese cryptocurrency market. And this is pretty exciting because Coinbase, one of the major crypto exchanges in the world, and the exciting thing with Coinbase being approved to enter Japan is that Japan right now does make up a pretty large market. I believe if we look at in terms of this Bloomberg report, which says Americans earned over $4 billion in Bitcoin in 2020, it can't be 100% accurate because it's impossible to know how much money was made in crypto in each country, but it could be an indicator, could be something good to look at in terms of which countries are the highest. Well, what we're seeing right now is that Japan is ranked number 3. It goes US, $4 billion in terms of Bitcoin gains, China, $1.15 billion, and Japan was $0.93. Is something that is very exciting. We are seeing that, Japanese consumers are looking more and more every single day to get into crypto, and Coinbase is a very easy platform to use. It's going to get a lot of people who might have been intimidated by crypto, sending it to a wallet address, let's say using Binance or using another platform. Coinbase is very easy. Coinbase is very easy. And in this announcement, Japan's top financial regulator, the Financial Services Agency, FSA, they announced that Coinbase as a crypto exchange provider has officially been registered and approved, and they're going to allow 5 cryptocurrencies to be traded at first. The 5 are going to be Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Stellar Lumen, and Litecoin. Surprised that they don't have like Cardano, which is bigger than Stellar Lumen or XRP. I'm surprised they don't have some other of the bigger projects there. But you know what? You got to start somewhere. You got to start with some project at first, and these are the 5 that they have picked. Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Stellar Lumen, and Litecoin. So this is just exciting because Coinbase has talked about plans to enter the Japanese market ever since 2018, and now they have finally entered the Japanese market. They said they're going to be working hand in hand still with the FSA to ensure that there's compliance with any new cryptos that they add. Coinbase is also a member of the Japan Virtual and Crypto Assets Exchange Association, which is important for the regulation of crypto across Japan and other Asian countries. So we'll see what happens. Very exciting stuff that we are seeing Coinbase continue to grow its reach, gain more, add more users to its platform, continue to grow as a crypto exchange, and get more people interested in crypto in general. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting to see that one of the largest crypto markets is getting Coinbase added to it. If you guys are just joining us, please be sure to like the stream. It helps me out a lot. I'm going to keep saying this because YouTube does not like to recommend these videos. So people who are wondering why there's so few people at first on this stream, it's because, well, ever since I did a video on Elon Musk and Dogecoin, YouTube deleted my entire account. I did get it back, but now they don't send out notifications. And also, I do like to do more than 3 videos a day for you guys. And if you do more than 3 videos in a 24-hour period, YouTube does not send out any notifications. They send out 0 notifications when you do videos that are, when you do more than 3 videos in a 24-hour time period. So if you like me to do more videos, more live streams, just please be sure to like the stream. It helps get these out even when YouTube doesn't send out notifications. What's up, Corbin? Mike Johnson, Juan, thank you. Yes, Juan, I did do a morning stream yesterday. That's what I'm saying. YouTube does not always notify people, so just make sure to keep an eye out on the streams. I did one yesterday, the day before. I've done one every single day, actually. So just make sure to check that out. Keep the notifications on, and when you do join, I know it sounds stupid, but just please be sure to like the video because, Juan, you didn't see the morning stream. It's because they didn't send out any notifications. So just make sure to do that. That'll really help out a lot. But anyways, next story is going to be something that is a little bit concerning. So where everyone's talking about crypto bouncing back, us seeing more positive news come out from crypto over the last, 12 hours, ever since we bottomed out at 29,000. But some more negative news is that South Africa Bank just blocked clients from buying crypto on Binance. And this is the second time within the last 72 hours that we have seen a couple of issues come out with Binance. Major banks, one in the UK called TSB, specifically called out Binance, so calling it out for increasing fraud numbers with people sending money to the exchange, and they banned 5 million customers with their bank TSB in the UK from buying Bitcoin, from not just buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, but from sending money to crypto exchanges. In their report, they specifically called out Binance. So it's interesting to see that right now, just within the last 5-6 hours, we saw a South African bank say the same exact thing. They called out Binance. They said that Binance basically has a lot of issues. They don't follow the South African regulations. And because of that, because they do not comply with regulations, you're not going to be able to buy crypto, send crypto to your Binance wallet address. So this is an example of someone who got a text message from Binance that said, or by calling the number, and they said this is because of what happened with someone trying to send money to Binance and trying to buy crypto using Binance. So it's interesting because Binance came out again. They said, look, we are complying with all regulations put in place by the South African central bank. They said, you know what? We are complied with all regulations, and this is just false. That's what they're saying. But it's interesting, in my opinion, because this is not the first time we're seeing this happen with Binance. This is the second time. We saw it happen with TSB Bank. We saw it happen now with this bank in South Africa, ABSA. So this is something that we're seeing as a recurring trend, a recurring theme for Binance, specifically being called out when banks decide to restrict people sending money to crypto exchanges. So it's just exciting and interesting to see this happen. It's just interesting to see that Binance seems to be one of the main cryptos that people, one of the main platforms that all of these financial institutions are calling out when they're making this decision. But we'll see how this plays out. We'll see how it moves going forward. Next up is going to be something going on with a couple of altcoins. I don't know if you guys have seen, but right now, many altcoins are making some major moves this morning. We are seeing that, for example, this morning, while Bitcoin is up about 7% and Ethereum is up about 6%, some other altcoins are making much bigger moves, like Binance Coin 11%, Cardano 13%, Dogecoin up 40%. XRP up 9%. So we are seeing that some of these altcoins are making major gains over the last 24 hours. And this is, not unusual. This is actually very common for us to see altcoins make major moves when the entire market rebounds. Well, it's just always going to happen. Nothing's ever going to change with this. When the market's going up, altcoins are going to rise faster than Bitcoin. When the market's going down, well, altcoins are going to drop much harder than Bitcoin. It's just what happens because Bitcoin seems to be the most stable crypto. Bitcoin is seen to be whenever the crypto market is getting a lot of fear, people put money in Bitcoin, take money out of altcoins. People get out of the smaller coins first. But either way, a couple of coins that have seen some big moves and some interesting moves over the last 24, 48 hours are going to be, first of all, Polkadot. Polkadot went up more than 70% during the market sell-off yesterday. It was up from yesterday on June 22nd when we saw the entire market down. It went from $13.15 per coin all the way up to $22. A lot of this has to do with what was going on with Coinbase, because Coinbase officially listed Polkadot just a couple of days ago. And what's going on with Polkadot is it's a competitor to Polygon, decentralized finance, crypto. But really the reason why we saw Polkadot up while everything else was seeing a sell-off is mainly because of what happened with Coinbase. Everyone says, what's called the Coinbase effect, that when a new coin is listed on Coinbase, it rises typically 91% within 5 days of being listed. We didn't see it happen with Dogecoin because Dogecoin has a very high market cap. But every single time, for me example, when I opened up Coinbase, I saw Polkadot at the top of the screen saying Coinbase available for trading. Coinbase is available on Polkadot's available on Coinbase now. So it was like they were really pushing for that, because I feel like a lot of people had been asking for Polkadot to be added for a while. Finally was added. So it was something that helped push the price up even higher when the entire market was down. In addition to Polkadot, another altcoin that has seen a much faster rebound is going to be Solana. We've talked about Solana a couple of times on the channel, and many people are talking about Solana as being a more energy efficient Ethereum, a faster version of Ethereum for decentralized finance applications, for eventually smart contracts. And they're saying how it's just faster, better, more efficient than Ethereum. It is a competitor directly to Ethereum. But you got to remember the main reason why we are seeing these altcoins bounce back a lot faster, a lot quicker than let's say Bitcoin and Ethereum, is going to be because they have much smaller market caps. And whenever we see the crypto world drop or rise, altcoins move a lot faster. Altcoins are always going to move faster than Bitcoin at this point because Bitcoin's market cap is over $600 billion. And so it's much harder to see that price double or go up 70% than it is to see a coin that has a market cap of, let's say, $8 billion. It's much easier to see like Solana, Polkadot, Polygon, to see those double or triple or go up 60% in a matter of a couple hours than it is going to be with Bitcoin. And we are always going to see that happen from now on. But anyways, that's what's really going on with crypto this morning between Bitcoin finding a bottom, Bitcoin price prediction, China miners, Coinbase, South Africa, and a couple of altcoins with Polkadot and Solana. What is going on with those? Let's talk quickly. We're going to talk about for 5 minutes. Ask me any questions in the chat. Just spam the chat. This morning live stream, seems like YouTube did not send out any notifications whatsoever. I'm looking at the analytics right now. It says 0 notifications sent out. But anyways, right now, Bitcoin's price is absolutely skyrocketing, up 16% over the last 24 hours. We're at $34,000 and $34,700 per coin. This is a pretty intense bounce back. We're seeing Bitcoin actually leading the way right now. Bitcoin up 16%. Wow. Like, we were at 32,000, 30,000 for a couple of days, and now we're seeing it all the way up to 34,000 very, very quickly. Just surprising to see it bounce back that fast, in my opinion. But really, if you look at the chart, we could see that, okay, we had the $30,000 support for a while. We broke below it just during the day yesterday, but we bounced back just as fast as we dropped down 2 days ago. You can see the chart right here on, what is that? June 21st, we dropped down 11% that day, the entire market. So it's like we're bouncing back just as fast as we dropped down that day, up about 14% today. So is this a V-shaped recovery? You know, it's too early to tell. Too early to tell. Dogecoin and Coinbase giveaway. I have not heard about that yet. I have no clue, to be honest. No clue at all. D. Williams, Coinbase doesn't support Shiba Inu. I thought they do. I thought they did. I thought they just recently added that. Is it not available yet? Or did they decide to not do it? Let's look. Let's take a quick look at that. They say that it should be on Coinbase Pro at least. I don't know if it's on Coinbase, but it should be on Coinbase Pro. That's what they're saying. I have not checked, though. I have not checked. Not checked myself, but let me know. D. Williams says no. Everyone else is saying no, not the case. Interesting. But yeah, this morning, Bitcoin is actually up significantly. I have not recalled a day where Bitcoin was up 16% over a 24-hour period in a long time. Up 16% is a pretty big move. Ethereum up 14%. It's good to see, though, that we are seeing Bitcoin back above 30,000, Ethereum back above 2,000. Cardano, I did buy a lot of yesterday when it was around $1.15, $1.16 per coin. Very bullish on that. If you guys can, please be sure to just hit the like button if you want me to stay on the live stream. If you don't care at all, then don't bother liking. If you don't want me to stay on the live stream, just don't even bother liking. We're at 63 likes. Let's see if we can get that up to 100, 150. It'll help me out a lot. The classic Coinbase versus Coinbase Pro confusion. Yeah, I know. Well, typically what happens is when a coin is listed on Coinbase, it's listed first on Coinbase Pro. It usually takes about 2 weeks. Then it gets listed on the general Coinbase platform for like the regular app. But what happened last time is that when they listed Dogecoin, when they listed a couple of other coins like Polkadot, they were listed simultaneously on Coinbase Pro and on Coinbase's regular retail trading platform. So it was a bit of confusion because people are expecting that every time someone puts out, that every time Coinbase adds a new coin, that it's going to be added to Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. But that's typically not the case. Coinbase Pro suspended it temporarily. Is that because of volume? Is that just because of like they have concerns about the project? Why exactly was that, Angela? Angela. Do you think Dogecoin hit $1? It is definitely possible. They claim technical issues. Okay. Do I believe that? I don't know. I don't know so much about that. But this is more, let's reload this chart right here. Bitcoin is just, okay, Bitcoin right now, we refresh the chart. The market's up 15%. Bitcoin is up. This chart is like, the coin market cap right now is seeing so many changes in terms of prices that it looks like it's almost glitching a bit. Because when I reload this sometimes and Bitcoin says 16%, other times it says up 7%. Interesting. Let's look at the chart though. If we look at the chart, that'll tell us more. Over the let's do 5 minutes. Wow. So what was the time? We saw from midnight until 1 in the morning. That's when we saw the move up from 31,000 to 34,000. So ever since 2 p.m. yesterday when we hit 28,900, right around there. Is that the lowest? 28,800. Since yesterday, we have bounced back. We are all the way up to 34,000. That's a really big increase. That just shows how much support there is from institutions, from retail investors, that whenever we see a price below 30,000 for Bitcoin, people are just getting in very, very early. Like whenever people see Bitcoin's price below 30,000, they are just very excited to buy, see that as a major opportunity. Ethereum, $2,031. Dogecoin at 24 cents. XRP, 63 cents. Polkadot, $16. But really, that's what's going on this morning with the crypto market. I think we're going to head off right now. YouTube did not send out any notifications. So if you can, next time when we join the stream, please be sure just to like it right away. Helps get these videos out to more people. Helps me, make the live streams, because if YouTube doesn't send out the notifications, what I usually do is I'm just going to go post another video on a new topic, because I have a lot of videos planned for today. And they usually don't send out the notifications. But if they do, I try to reach as many people as possible, because that's how we grow our community. That's how, we continue to make more videos, and it's how more people could get the information. So I want as many people to hear about what's going on as possible. So if you can, please be sure just to like it. And I really appreciate that, everyone who's commenting that down below. But I'll see you guys a bit later, and I'm going to go live again in just a bit. I'm probably going to go live talking about AMC and the stock price there. So if you want to join me there, I'm going to start that pretty soon. So just check that out. We'll do like a market open for the stock market. Hope you guys